Hello, Katrina. Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back. Glad you came back for our session. You said you were gonna come back, and I'm glad that you did come back.
I'm glad I did too.
All righty. Again, I wanted to just let you know that our sessions are, between us. I will not share any information about the session unless you disclose something, whereas you may, harm yourself or maybe even harm others. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Um, again, I'm, Pamela Craddock. I am your therapist, and I'm so glad that you chose me. Do you give us permission to have this therapy session?
Yes.
And do you also give permission for us to record the therapy session?
Yes.
All righty. So welcome back. And last time you were here, we didn't get a chance to go over the my professional disclosure statement. So at some point during our session today, we're gonna do this in just a few minutes. But I did, excuse me, I did look and see that today it's November the 30th. And in your records, it indicates that you just had a birthday on yesterday. So happy birthday! You're a year older. So how was your day on yesterday?
It was really good. It was really good.
Okay, okay. And also, I wanted to give you the option, um, I know these are, trying times during this COVID 19. So I want to give you the option if you, and I am negative for the virus, but um, I didn't want to, upset you or scare you or put you at risk, in any kind of way. So, I put on my mask, but I wanted to give you that option of, having the session with the mask or without the mask.
I could keep on my mask.
Okay, all right. Well, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna pull mine down just a little because it allows me to speak a little clearer and
Okay.
to be a little clearer.
Okay.
Okay. So again, happy birthday. I hope you really, really enjoyed your day on yesterday. Okay. Are you comfortable in your settings?
Yeah.
Is this setting okay for you?
This is perfect.
All right. So let's actually look at the statement. Okay. Let's look at the professional disclosure statement. Um, so, P. Craddock, my name is, Pamela Craddock, and I do have my master's degree, and I am a licensed rehabilitation counselor. Okay. And this is my professional statement. And at the end of this statement, I would need to have you sign it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So as we go over this, we're going to go over this statement, and then we'll talk a little, okay? And we'll find out the direction in which you would like to have our future sessions go in, and I'll also tell you a little bit about um, my actual counseling style, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm glad that you chose me to help you take this journey, to start this counseling, or I should say, continue with the counseling. This document will give you information about my background, my counseling views, and potential activities that we may pursue. This statement will also help you understand the nature of our professional relationship. I earned a master's degree in rehabilitation counseling from Alabama A&M University in 2021. Well, I will complete it in 2021. Okay, and I am a certified counselor and a licensed professional in the state of Alabama. And I am a licensed ordained minister since 2007. I have been working as a ministerial counselor for 20 years and as a licensed a research counselor for the past year. I have worked with the following populations: I have done group counseling, and that's with children, adolescents, and adults. I have done family counseling, and that's with children, adolescents, and adults. And I've also done career counseling, and that's with adolescents and young adults. Okay.
Mhm.
I believe that counseling is a partnership between a counselor and a client where we work together to empower you to achieve your desires by making choices that bring strength to your life instead of harm. Okay? Counseling is a process that often takes time to see the results you want in your life. I will actively engage in helping you remove negative obstacles that hinder your positive personal development in your life. I believe that every person has the ability to examine themselves and make their own changes within their lives. My role is to help you examine your problems and search new realities based upon your strengths. While working together, we will specify your goals for counseling and explore the counseling process as we build our relationship. We will determine appropriate methods to reach those goals and explore potential consequences of change, whether they are negative or positive. Together, we will develop a plan with which you are comfortable and are willing to follow. Although it is impossible to guarantee any specific results, we will have an open communication and continually assess your progress. Okay? I counsel people from all walks of life and all ages, working with children, adolescents, and adults in the areas of career, relationship, family, and personal growth are my most prominent issues. Lastly, our session will take place at New Birth Baptist Church as we connect with your inner peace and spirituality that provides you with a holistic life of joy. It is through the connecting with your inner peace that will help you to see your life matters and brings meaning to yourself and others. Okay? So that's basically, about what I want to do in our sessions. Okay?
Okay.
And do you have any questions about that part?
No.
Excuse me. Okay, so confidentiality. It's on the next page. So I hold the information you share with me with the greatest respect. Generally, I will tell no one about what you shared with me. The privacy and confidentiality of our conversations and your records is protected by state law and by my professional code of ethics in all but a few circumstances. There are three circumstances in which I cannot legally and or ethically guarantee confidentiality. Those circumstances include number one, when I believe you intend to harm yourself or another person. Number two, when I believe a child, older person, or dependent adult has been or will be abused or neglected. And number three, if a judge orders a release of information. Otherwise, I will not tell anyone about your counseling, your history, and or that you are even a client without your full knowledge and written consent. Okay, so basically, as we talked earlier, when you first came, I was letting you know the times that I will have to share this information. Okay. All right, so explanation of the dual relationships. The therapeutic relationship is professional, not social. It is critical the professional relationship be based on respect, safety, and trust. Therefore, it is in your best interest that that you contact me. No, I'm sorry. Therefore, it is in your best interest that contact with me be limited to counseling sessions or telephone conversations necessary to your counseling. Okay? It is not appropriate to extend social invitations or gifts to me or ask me to relate to you in any other way outside the professional content of your counseling. This also includes connecting with you via any social media. It is my policy to not be friends with you on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or anything of that nature. So I understand there's something called Snapchat, and then I know about Twitter. Okay, so I will not be friends with you, and I will not be your follower, and you will not be mine on any of those social um, media things. Okay, these limits are designed with your welfare in mind and allow for all efforts to be directed towards your concern. Okay? The length of the sessions and fees, payment of methods. Our sessions will be 50 minutes in duration. More specifically, we will start on the hour and end at 10 minutes until the hour. We will schedule our appointments by mutual agreement. If you are unable to keep a scheduled appointment, please contact me at least 24 hours in advance of our scheduled time. If I do not receive such advance notice, you will be responsible for paying the session that you miss. In return for a fee of $50 per session, I agree to provide counseling services for you. You should pay for each session by cash or check at the conclusion of your session. I will provide you with a receipt if you would like one. If you have insurance, your insurance company will be billed and you will be responsible for whatever the copay will be for each. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. Is it okay for me to contact you via email?
Yes.
Alrighty. Is it okay for me to contact you via telephone?
Yes.
Is it okay for me to leave you a voicemail?
Yes.
All right. So, emergencies. My counseling services are limited to the scheduled sessions we have together. Should you require immediate mental health services during a crisis, please contact Madison County, Alabama Area Mental Health Department at 256 533 1970. Call 911 or go to the nearest hospital emergency room. Okay? All right. Complaints. If you would like to register a formal complaint against me, you may contact the Alabama Board of Professional Counselors, 950 22nd Street, Suite 22nd Street North, Suite 765, Birmingham, Alabama 35203. Or you can call 205 458 8716. Or you may contact them at www.abec.alabama.gov/default. Okay? All right. Now, by signing below, you agree that you have been informed of everything included in this document and consent to counseling service offered by P. Craddock, MA, LRC. You also agree to pay at the time that services are provided. Do you agree to any of this?
I agree.
Okay. So can I have you sign this one? And this one will go in your records, okay? So you can keep that copy. I'll have this one and it'll go in your records, and you can keep that for your own records, okay? All right. So I wanted to explain just a little bit about my counseling practice and how I believe counseling should be done. If you remember, I just kind of let you talk, and that's just what I believe in. And that theory, my theory, I should be saying, my theory is more based on Carl Rogers' theory, and that is self-realization and self-concept. Okay, of how you feel about you and the things that you realize. I'll always try to point out the positive. We'll always try to take the negative and turn it into positive. I want you to understand that whatever you share with me, we did say it would be confidential, but I want you to know that I will not be judgmental towards you. Okay, and my whole thing, and for us to come together and for you to become whole, for you to always be whole, always feel whole, and then us establishing a relationship of trust. Okay, and I want you to understand that I truly believe that every answer that you need for your life is within you. You have all of the answers. You have all of the power. Okay? And then we'll explore your thoughts, emotions, whatever you want to explore, and we'll put them into the proper context. Okay? And again, I am just so elated that we are starting this relationship. So the last time I talked to you, talking about we were talking about what you wanted to do with your life and things like that. So how has things changed or maybe moved a little bit for
Well, still in school.
you? Okay.
I've been working a full-time job,
Oh wow.
and I'm in school full-time, so they consider it 6 hours full-time, but I'm taking 10.
Nine.
Not, no, 10.
No, no, no.
Oh, they consider 9.
6 hours is part time.
Oh, okay.
Six
So,
hours is
so I'm taking 10 hours, and I work
wow.
40 hours a week.
Oh my.
So,
Oh my.
life is just, I'm tired constantly. Like,
Oh wow.
I just want to sleep all day if I could,
Okay.
but I gotta make that cheese, make that paper. So
Okay.
I got responsibilities. I don't have any kids or anything, but I got bills. I got a wardrobe I'm trying to fill.
Okay.
So
A
yeah,
wardrobe. Okay. What does that mean?
like clothes and
Okay.
shoes and
Oh
things
okay.
of that
Oh
nature.
okay. You're trying to build.
I said fill.
Oh, feel.
My
Oh okay.
wardrobe.
Okay.
Yeah, fill my wardrobe. So
Okay.
that's pretty much it. Going on with life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So tell me about your job. What do you do?
So I work at the Target Distribution Center, and I am what they call a what is my job title? I basically pack the truck, so I put boxes on trucks.
Okay.
From 6 in the morning to 4 p.m.
Oh wow.
Every day. Tuesday through Friday. I'm off on the weekends.
Okay. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. And how long is that day for you? Do you work a typical 8 hour day?
10.
Oh, you work 10 hours.
10-hour days.
Oh wow.
Yes, 4 10-hour days.
So you have like 2 hour breaks, or
so
how does your break work?
They give us a bogus break.
Oh, okay.
So our first break is like we get we get out. The bell ring at 9:15, and then the bell ring for the us to go back at like 9:32. So that's
Okay.
like 17 minutes,
Okay.
18 minutes,
Mhm.
and then our let's consider our lunch.
Mhm.
Our bell rings at 9:24.
Nine.
I mean 12:24,
Okay.
and then um at when the second bell rings to let us know it's time to go back to work, it's like at 12:52. So that's like a 28-minute break.
Oh
So
wow.
I get a 45-minute break on a 10-hour day.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Well, how are you handling that?
I mean, I've learned to adjust.
Okay.
I had to flip my schedule because I was used to being up every night, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Now I have to wake up at 4:30.
Oh wow.
So to get my day started. So
Mhm.
and I'm usually trying to be out of my house at 5:20 every day.
Okay.
5:30 at the latest.
Mhm.
So it's going. I'm adjusting. I mean, it was hard the first month. I've been there. Well, I've been there over a month, a little
Okay.
over a month.
Okay.
So it was a little challenging the first month, first few weeks I should say, and then but my body got used to being on my feet for 10 hours and
Mhm.
um things of that nature. My shoulders don't hurt anymore, things, stuff like
Mhm.
that. So it's going okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow. So now you're working 10-hour days and you're in school full time. You're in grad school full time. Oh, tell me about grad school.
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's not easy. It's not for the weak, but
Mhm.
usually I'm getting off of work at 4 o'clock. My classes start at 4. I'm getting on Zoom for class.
Oh, wow.
So, um, I mean, I'm doing the best I can. I'm struggling this week because it's finals, so I'm trying to balance my finals,
Mhm.
balance, the last 2 weeks of school, and then on top of that, I have to work. So I'm like, I just, I'm kind of over it. I'll be happy when the semester is over.
Okay, okay, okay. And this was your first semester of graduate school.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So do you anticipate continuing working the job and going to school? Is this a full-time permanent job or is this a temporary
Well,
job or
right now I'm on seasonal, and
okay,
I hope to get hired on until I find something,
okay,
that's more custom to me. And I do plan on continuing school, but I am gonna cut my load
okay,
down
okay, okay,
significantly
okay,
so I can have just balance. And then I'm young, so I try to have a social life and
okay.
things of that. So things of that nature. So
So what are some of the things that you do socially?
I hang out with my friends.
Hmm.
Um, I go to Dave and Buster's as often as I can. Usually on Wednesdays when the games are half price.
Oh, excuse
God
me.
bless you. God
Oh,
bless
excuse
you.
me. Thank you.
And then what else do I do? That's pretty much it. Just hang out with my friends and my family.
Okay. All right. Okay. And so now, what was your program of study again?
I'm in the urban planning program.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, what is it about? Are there different areas in urban planning? Tell me about urban planning, or is it that um, it's inner city? Tell me a little bit about
So urban planning is basically that you branch off in either environmental, transportational, community development, or I can't think of the last one, but I'm thinking of focusing on either environmental or community development. I was thinking environmental because my undergraduate degree is in construction management, and that's all we do is work outside. So
that. Hmm.
environmental, and
Hmm.
then community development because I think community giving back to the community, working with the community is very important. So
Okay.
I really haven't decided
Hmm.
yet.
Hmm.
and they can also go into they also can go hand in hand. I could do a little community environment development or something
Oh wow.
because when you planning for a community, you have to think about the surroundings
Mhm.
and how it would affect the community. So
Mhm.
I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. All right. So now, um, what do you see, where do you see yourself going with, your, how will your 2 degrees maybe tie into each other? And what made you choose urban
Mm, again, because I have a construction management degree.
planning?
Um, that's another branch to me of planning
Okay.
because you're building buildings in different communities. So, urban, inner city, outer city, like wherever you're building. So, that's how they can tie in hand in hand.
Oh, okay. All right. And where do you see yourself going? Do you see yourself? I know they're doing a lot of construction here. They call this what, Rocket City? So they're doing a lot of construction here in Rocket City. A lot of the neighborhoods and things are changing. Do you see yourself maybe staying here, or do you see yourself going somewhere else? Or
No, I don't. I don't want to stay here in Huntsville. I'm looking all over
okay,
to move.
okay,
I want to move to Texas. I really like Texas.
okay.
It's
What
a
part of
beautiful
Texas?
Houston. I
Oh,
love Houston,
do
and it's
you?
beautiful.
Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yeah. Well, I see. That we are almost out of time. Was there anything, specifically that you wanted to talk about? Were you having problems with any of your classes or on your job, or, anything specifically that you wanted to maybe talk about?
I just think I really wasn't having a problem with my job.
Hmm.
I had to get used to working. I've worked early in the morning. I
Hmm.
used to start work at 5 o'clock, 5:30. So 6 o'clock wasn't a problem starting work. It's the long day. I used to work from like 6 to 11, and then
Okay.
I'll be done for the rest of the day.
Hmm.
So adjust
6 a.m. to
till 11
11.
a.m.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So adjusting to the long 6 to 4. So
Okay.
I work in 3 hour increments. So from 6 to 9:15, then I have my first break, and then I work from 9:30. Well, yeah, like 9:32 to 12:24,
Mm-hmm.
and then we work from basically like 1 o'clock to 4. So
Mm-hmm.
um, it's just it was adjustment, but I think I'm fighting through it, and it's going really well. So
Okay, so what are some of the adjustments that you made?
um, like I said, going to bed early because
Okay.
I used to go to bed. Sometimes the birds would be chirping and I would
Okay.
still be up.
Okay.
So going to bed early, make sure my clothes are out,
Mm-hmm.
packing a lunch. Like I'm not used. I can eat maybe once or twice a day, but now I have to actually like pack a lunch, and
Mm-hmm.
that's been a big adjustment to me. Taking lunch every day has been a huge adjustment. So
Okay. Okay.
so yeah.
Well, you eat a lot of fast food, or
I wouldn't say too much a lot, but like I know I could just like, ooh, if I was out all day, I'd be like, ooh, let me go get me a burger or something. So,
mm-hmm.
but I can't do that because they don't really want us to leave. Like it's like being in jail.
Oh, oh wow.
Not the work itself, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like once you in there, you're in there.
Okay.
You can't leave until it's time for you to go home, unless you
Okay.
go home like or you sick or something. But and when you clock in at 6 o'clock, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot leave out the building till 4 just about.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right. And so all of that's going well. I know there's a lot of right now the with us having this pandemic, things are on the rise. So everything at your job is everybody at your job and everything is okay.
No.
Um,
Um, that's one thing. Uh, I've been getting corona tested every week.
mhm.
So, no, they don't check our temperatures. They just text us like we have found that we have been notified of like 3 cases, and then they'll say two of the individuals been in the building the last 5 days. And but I think they should let us know like what area the people work in, just
Mhm.
because y'all telling us what somebody at the job got it. Like this one guy, I hadn't seen him. I didn't know what happened to him. I thought he quit.
Mhm.
It, excuse me, he came back, and I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "I had Rona," and I was like, "For real?" And I sat by him every day at lunch,
Oh, wow. And how
and
did that make you feel
uh,
once you found
I
that?
was like, "Man, that's crazy." But by the grace of God, haven't had Rona.
Mhm.
Like I said, I get tested every week. I've
Mhm.
been around people, so nobody I know has had Corona. So
Mhm.
it's good. But yeah, that's the only thing I really don't like about working there. They
Mhm.
don't check our temperatures and things of that nature.
Okay. So maybe, so what are some of the things that you are doing to protect yourself?
I keep my mask on all day, just about. And when I'm working, we work by ourselves. But
Mhm.
only time I'll take my mask off if my ears are irritated by the strain and I'm in my truck.
Okay.
And when I leave out my truck to go to another truck, I make sure I pull up my mask.
Okay. And so, when you're going in and out of a truck, you said that you stack supply. What? You said you.
Stack boxes,
Okay.
shipment that's going to the stores.
Okay.
So anything from a pack of baby food to a 5 tier bookshelf.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
stacking, yes.
Okay. And how's your body even adjusting to that?
My body is adjusting well. Like my back doesn't hurt anymore. My feet don't really hurt anymore. So
Okay.
I've been adjusting well.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. And so, did you have any other concerns in this session? I don't want to end it without, you talking about your concerns. I know that maybe working in a place and then you get home and you get a text, wow, someone has corona, you know. Um, so, did you have any more concerns that maybe, you wanted to talk about or any more feelings, that you had about that?
No,
Okay.
no, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. All right, Katrina. Well, our time has it. I tell you, time always flies when you're having fun. So our time has basically expired. I'm so glad that you're doing well. And you've made a big adjustment. As you say, wow, going to school full time, going to graduate school full time and then going to work full time, and you don't work 8 hour days, you work 10 hour days. So you're really, really, really doing a lot. Your mother and your family must really, I remember last time you talked about your mother. So your family must really be proud of you for doing all of that. And I'm commending you as well for working full time and going to graduate school full time, and then even
And
the
ain't for the weak.
oh, it's not for
you,
the
you
weak.
can't be a punk doing that.
Okay, okay. And then the adjustments that you're gonna even make for next semester. That's very good. That you came to that conclusion that
Mhm.
you're gonna make adjustments. You're gonna stay in school, but you are gonna make adjustments so that things will work out for you. Well, Katrina, I probably won't see you before the end of the holidays, before the holidays. So I am hoping that you have a Merry Christmas and a blessed and prosperous new year. Okay.
Same to you. Same to
All
you.
right. And thank you so much for coming. And you can schedule with Carol, okay, your next appointment in the new year, 2021. And then you can also pay Carol as well, okay?
All right.
So thank you very much. And I really, really, really appreciate it, okay? All right. Thank you. Right.